SEL at Narragansett Elementary School is really focusing on the students' social and emotional learning and their growth and how to meet their needs. We put in a social emotional learning instructional coach to work with teachers, and then that coach is also a teacher that goes into classrooms to support lessons to help kids cope with things like anxiety, friendships, just everyday worries that they have. One of the focuses that we have using conscious discipline with our younger students is really school community, school family, and using the same language about how we care for each other and care about ourselves in this community and support each other.
The break box is a spot for kids to go self-regulate when they are having any type of feeling that is negative, whether they're feeling angry or sad or maybe a little bit nervous or maybe their body's really silly. So we teach them to not only be able to understand that they're feeling that way, but to be able to go over there on their own. And they use a nonverbal cue, which is just a symbol that tells me, the teacher, that they're feeling a type of way. They need to go use the break box. They go over there, they do what they have to do, they get themselves back to the green zone, and then they're ready to come work and learn. So I think it's helped them a lot.
1, 2, this is all our feelings, getting all shook up, feeling a little crazy.
If you are in a brain state where you are anxious and you don't have control, then you can't really move forward. For me, it's about having the kids have their own strategies to be able to utilize when I'm not with them and when they're in moments of really feeling anxious or feeling anxiety. When you see them utilize those strategies and then you see them self-regulating just by even as the communicative partner is modeling that breath work, and then you can see the child just start doing it on their own. And I have seen children initiate. It's unbelievable.
Hands nice and high, all the way up to the ceiling. Breathe in. And let your...
We are trying to step out of what we're doing in class and in the school day for that moment, and taking 5 to 7 minutes just to exercise, to try to get into a space where we can just exercise and be free. Whether it's the yoga practice that you're seeing on the video, or it's a more exercise-based movement. I'm just trying to think about what I would like to do as a kid. I've seen a lot of just enthusiasm come from them. When we're sitting down for the first 15 minutes, sometimes they're getting a little bit antsy, and then when I get them up and move for that 5 to 7 minutes, when they sit back down, they're more ready to learn and they're more ready to focus.
All right, my friends. Good morning. Can you show me your regular
Mindful
body?
listening can be practiced anywhere, anytime. They're tuning into maybe what's happening in their body along with the sounds that they hear around them, as opposed to all this stimuli coming at them all the time. It might be a little more, they might be a little more tuned in to just simple things around them as opposed to everything. I think they start the year, and when we start these activities such as mindful listening or breathing, mindful breathing, they, it's funny, they laugh because it's new. And when something's new, sometimes you will find it funny or silly. And then I think they start to feel, it's not anything that I'm saying, it's they feel it within themselves. So at this point, we can be in the hallway with kids everywhere, and if I say, oh gosh, our engines seem to be running a little high right now, let's take a moment, let's do a couple deep breaths, and I will have kids close their eyes and just stop and really just focus on the moment at hand. But it takes practice, and it has to be quick, it has to be fun, and I think they just, they enjoy it.
Hey, guess what, Ruben? My brother built a bike ramp in the alley, and I went airborne.
In every single one of my SEL lessons, I incorporate a Brain Smart Start. That's actually the flow of my lesson. A Brain Smart Start has a unity activity, it has a breathing activity, it has a wish you well, a read aloud or a lesson, an I love you ritual, a daily commitment, and then a goodbye song. So my schedule always stays the same no matter what classroom I'm in, preschool, 4th grade. It's just the activities that might change or be different. I can see changes from class to class and lesson to lesson. I can see connections being built. I can see joy and happiness that come out from the kids, but I also, even just walking down the hallway, when the kids greet me or greet each other, I can see examples of them using their big voice, or sometimes they'll even come up and tell me, I was so proud, or can you wish somebody well today? So it's kind of sprinkled throughout the building, and I am privy to that because I see a lot of different classrooms and a lot of different grade levels. So I personally can see it and feel it. I just hope that the kids and their families can see it, even when they're out of school, when they're in home, because that's the hope.